The strange and unexplained filled the skies over Cape Coral this weekend.
Some of you wrote to NBC2. You even shared some video of these bizarre lights, thinking maybe they were UFOs. Well, NBC2 Steve Campy discovered what it really most likely was.
I never saw anything like it before.
Strange sightings in the skies over Cape Coral spark imagination.
They were just like white lights, small in size, you know, and they were maybe 50 foot above the water.
Pete Maschio tells us he saw bizarre lights flicker this weekend off the South Cape.
I've seen things that, you know, don't look normal.
Richard Goby isn't sold, telling us extraterrestrial life may exist, but probably didn't visit Cape Coral.
It's probably reflections. It's probably something off the water that reflects up in the sky.
The Mutual UFO Network tells us many of the sightings could be easily explained with this, what's called a sky lantern. The hot air has filled up this lantern, actually wants to pull away right now, so we're going to try to launch this off and see how far it goes.
The color, the brightness at night, because it gets really bright, they're going to think this is a UFO.
Chris Whiten sells sky lanterns at his Fort Myers store. The fireworks enthusiast tells us some might mistake the increasingly popular contraption for a UFO.
It's going to be heading out, continuously going higher, and it'll get to where it's a pinprick of light because of the distance and the height.
While we can't be certain these lights are man-made, some plan to look up with a watchful eye.
I'll look at it a little more closely.
And perhaps spot something surreal.
So Pete, you think we're not alone?
No, I definitely think we're not.
In Cape Coral, Steve Campion, NBC2.
It looked like a spaceship, a saucer-shaped vessel sailing down 270 last month. On the back of a tractor-trailer, it was quite literally shrouded in secrecy. It had drivers tweeting, scratching their heads, dubbing it the Beltway UFO, wondering, what is that? That was an unmanned aircraft, the X-47B drone. Now at the Patuxent River Naval Air Station, our closest look yet. There are only 2 in the world. Both are here for testing. They capture images, gather intelligence, and can fly above 40,000 feet.
This aircraft flies itself. It's autonomous, as we say. So it takes off by itself. It flies around the pre-planned mission, and it'll come back and land all on its own. It's controlled via keyboard and mouse. There's no direct stick and throttle control like a manned aircraft.
Come fall, this will be the first drone stationed out at sea.
What is unique about this aircraft, and it's that nobody has ever operated an unmanned system of a tactical aircraft size on an aircraft carrier.
It's a type of system that could eventually be fitted with weapons.
Take a look here behind me. The X-47B has no tail. It has fold-up wings and is much shorter and wider than your standard drone so that it can more easily fit onto an aircraft carrier.
For an aviator, it's an odd-looking airplane.
This one took its first East Coast flight on Sunday. On the tarmac, it can be controlled with this remote arm device in the air by computer from a flight center. At 38 feet long, 62 feet wide, and 10 feet high, it's smaller in person than you might imagine. Both came from Edwards Air Force Base. Right now, they're just demonstration drones.
Does it make you cringe when people call this a UFO?
It doesn't make me cringe because an unmanned flying object is exactly what it is. It's not an unidentified